Wait. Wait, how did I come? My brother persuaded me. Ask the question again.
How did you come on this trip?
My brother persuaded me to come to this trip. Yeah.
It was called Niagara Falls, but some people decided to say, do I have to say the word?
So we were talking about Nigeria Falls. I mean,
and then one of our players asked a random person, saying,
He just goes up to the person, he's like, can you please tell me where Nigeria Falls is?
I think he was confused.
One of the funny parts of like the whole journey was this boy called Murtaz, and well, like since the first day he was like the highlight of the trip.
Mutahir says you were the funniest person and the highlight on the trip.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yes, I agree with him.
there was some training sessions in Canada which I unfortunately couldn't attend because I was busy getting dressed. So we all went out, everyone else went out, and me and some other kids were inside inside the house, and I was having a shower while everyone else was training. And when I came outside, we were trying to find everyone, and then by that time it was a bit too late and they already finished training, and they were all quite angry at me, and I was just trying to hide my face.
When we wrote to Hazur, it had quite a lot effect on us, because when we wrote to Hazur saying that we'll go to this trip, can you please pray for us that everything goes well, we succeed, also have a good time at Canada. And when we reached to Canada, when we got to the guest house, I felt ill. I was vomiting all the time. I would keep on going toilet, vomiting there. I thought I wasn't gonna play during the first 2 days on Friday and Saturday, but then the next day I somehow Allah Ta'ala made me recover quickly. So then I was like, okay, I was thinking, how did this happen? Because there was a doctor saying, oh, he should be fine during the next couple of days, but all of a sudden it just happened. I've managed to recover the next day because I wrote the letter to Azul.
One player was injured. He pulled his hamstring, and we thought he wasn't going to play for the rest of the tournament. But by the grace of Allah, he prayed. He prayed so much that he got recovered in the next few hours, and he played in the tournament. And he was one of our main people in defence. In football, I thought we don't have a chance because I've heard that they play exceptionally well and they have good players.
I wasn't very confident to go and just play the first game for my team because I didn't know how anyone else played or how it was like to playing with them. So then the first game that we played, we won 2-0, I think.
We had a quarter-final match against Bukami B, and that match was a very intense match.
And I think that was one of the hardest games that we had, because first of all, the other players, they were big, they were tall.
They managed to score because our defence was a bit lacking.
We went down 1-0, and then we weren't like talking, marking. No, we were marking, but we weren't talking as much.
When you're down, it gives you the opportunity to do better than you've already done. And we just had to pull up our socks.
So then after that, we had another talk as a team, and the second half I think was much improved, as we had more communication and like passing and things were better as well.
Our team changed dramatically after the first half of the match in Mukami B. The defence was more strong. Our goalkeeper was up for it, and he was like, there shouldn't be any mistakes from me.
Hassan, he scored a fantastic goal, fantastic volley from the halfway line, and so that made it 1-1.
The referee blew his whistle for full time. The score was 1-1, so we went to penalties, and it was intense. Everyone had pressure.
The crowd was big from both sides of the goal. People were surrounding the goal from the back, from the side. The people were around us. People were cheering UK's in the bar. People were cheering for Canada. It was just a blast. Everyone was shouting.
We were surprised because we thought they're from the Canada side, so they will support them, they wouldn't support us. But when we heard the UK, I think that boosted our confidence.
It was quite tense as well, because if we lost, then it would be embarrassing for us coming that far from the UK and just losing in the semi-finals. So we knew that we had to win it.
I was the first person to take the pen, so I had the most pressure. But I hit it, I tapped in bomb bins, and I was very confident. And then they took one, they scored, and then my friend took a pen, he scored.
And it came to sudden death. And it was the Mugami B player taking the penalty. And he goes up for a shot and he misses.
All the pressure!
I think we could have won without our prayers, because we started every match with a dua, and I don't think we could have done it without the duas.
I think after each game we got more confident because we kept winning.
The next day we had our semi-final against Calgary, and we watched them play, and we looked at what their good players were and how we could defeat them. So then when we went into the game, we beat them 5-0, and I think that was one of our strongest games, as in we played really good as a team.
The final was against Mugabe A team. Their team was extremely hard. We got told that, their players are quite good. Two of their players are quite good.
We heard that Mukami A was a really, really good team, as they've been winning all the previous ijtemas, and they had two academy players as well, and we watched them play before and they were really, really good. So we thought we had a lot of pressure as well on us.
We were 2-0 up. Me and Hassan scored, and then I don't know what happened to our defence, or is just that me and Hassan weren't marking properly. They got through our defence and they scored 2, so the score was 2-2.
After them two boys like scored to make it 2-2, then they scored again, so that put us a little bit under pressure.
So the two academy players, our mission was to mark them so they wouldn't get space to shoot, but we failed on that in the first half and we let them concede 3 goals. So then we had a talk about how to stop them from doing this again. So then in the second half we played better. No one scored any goals.
Then we scored again to make the pressure even.
So 3-3 at full time. So that led to penalties as well.
The crowd was really big and the pressure was a lot because like it was a final when like both teams just wanted to win.
When I took the penalty, I put a little pressure on because if I missed and they scored the next one, they would win. So I was like, okay, let's just keep calm, nothing to worry about. Even though the people in the background saying, oh, you're gonna miss, they're saying this, saying that.
Sky it. Sky it. Sky it. Sky it. Sky it. Sky it. Sky it.
It was 2-1 to them and we had to score to stay in to sudden death.
I put my foot through it. The goalie was standing more to the right side and I'm more of a right foot dominant player. So I tried to go for the right. And he was a bit short guy, so I placed it top corner. But it didn't go top corner.
The reactions were like everyone just went quiet and everyone just went so sad and no one was talking and we all just had our heads down and everyone just so disappointed that we went that far and we were so close to winning and we just lost.
Ali was just on the floor with his hands popped it in his mouth like that and like for like 5 minutes.
We saw some of them crying and the other one was just like, they went to the other side and just walking about. No one said a word.
I felt that we lost because of my penalty. I was massively disappointed. Didn't know what to do. I was just sitting there by myself. I didn't want no one to talk to me.
So after we were all like sitting down, like we started to talk a bit about like the match and everything. But after that we started to make some jokes and everything. Like we talked about like this stuff happens in football. We're not always gonna win, and like life's not always gonna be easy in football. We're not always gonna clean sheet everyone and win in football. And then after that we started to get back as a team and yeah, we started to get our moods again.
They were like, oh, it's fine, it happens in football. And they were like, oh, we'll try again next time when we come and be sure to beat them. As a person, I changed, yes. I offered all my namazes 5 times a day and I was more religious.
My tarbiyat improved a lot, I think, because we would go to namaz every single day in the masjid, and we had these small tarbiyat classes, where we would learn about like Islam, the history of Islam.
We prayed all our namaz there 5 times a day, and every day all of us woke up for Fajr every morning during the 7 days. And even the praying we prayed when we were all sleepy and really tired.
I was like quite sad as well because I enjoyed Canada so much. Like they took care of us so much that you just wanted to stay there. And like I was just gonna miss Canada a lot.
Peace Village was really good, and it was peace at night time, and I always want to go back and stay there.
मेरी सदा है ये मेरा खुदा है ये मेरा खुदा है यही रात दिन अब तो मेरी सदा है